I welcome you all for the Engineering Practices Laboratory. In this laboratory, we have two sections. First one is civil section and the second one is mechanical section. In this civil section, you are going to learn about plumbing work and carpentry work. So in mechanical section, you are going to learn about basic machining, welding and sheet metal working. Right. In this video, you are going to learn about study of basic machining operations with the help of lathe machine. Now you are watching lathe machine. So this lathe machine have many parts, right? So namely headstock, chuck, tool post, compound rest, tailstock, bed, lead screw, carriage and feed shop. With the help of lathe machine, we can make many components. Now you are watching. So these are all the components we are making with the help of lathe machine. In basic machining operation, we will discuss about facing and turning. So what is mean by facing? So you will watch this diagram. So in this diagram, so before machining, the actual size of the workpiece is 77 mm, right? So after machining, that workpiece dimension is 75 mm, right? So we have reduced the length 2 mm. So this operation is called as facing, right? So next, then what about the turning? So turning is nothing but to reduce the diameter of the workpiece, right? So before machining, the actual diameter of the workpiece is 22 mm. After machining, that actual dimension of the workpiece is 20 mm. So that is called turning, right? So facing means to reduce the length, turning means to reduce the diameter. Let's watch. So this is our given workpiece. So in this workpiece, we are going to perform turning and facing. This part is called as chuck. This one is headstock, that is tailstock. So that is the chuck is used to hold the workpiece. That one is bed and that one is called as carriage, that is called cross slide. With the help of this chuck, we are going to hold the workpiece by using that chuck key, right? With the help of that chuck key, we can hold the workpiece. So next we need to check that workpiece rotation, so whether it is linearly rotating or if there is any eccentric. Is any eccentric movement is there means, so we need to use the marking gauge. So with the help of that marking gauge, we can check the eccentricity, right? So eccentricity means is there any linear movement or is there any ovality is there, like that we need to check with the help of this marking gauge. So after completing that linearity checking, so we need to hold the workpiece tightly, right? So next we are using that single point cutting tool, right? So now we are watching. So this is the single point cutting tool. So we are going to hold that single point cutting tool with the help of the holder. So after holding that single point cutting tool, we need to check the center. After checking the center point, once again we need to tight the tool with the help of Allen key, right? So first we are going to perform the facing operation. So facing means to reduce the length of the workpiece. So as per diagram, the given workpiece length is 77 mm. We need to bring that workpiece into 75 mm. For facing operation, we have to give the depth of cut from the carriage hand wheel. So we can give the 2 mm depth of cut. So after giving that depth of cut, so we can give the feed from the cross slide. So now he is giving that feed from the cross slide. Now we are reducing the length of the workpiece. So this operation is called as facing. Now facing operation is over. So next I need to perform the turning operation. So turning means to reduce the diameter of the workpiece. For the turning, first initially we need to touch the tool on the workpiece, right? So after that we need to move the carriage to the left side. So next I have to give the depth of cut from the cross slide. Initially I am setting 1 mm depth of cut. After setting the depth of cut, next we need to move the carriage towards left side. So now you are watching, that is reducing the diameter of the workpiece. So this operation is called as turning. We need to complete the turning operation for the entire length of the workpiece. So after completing the turning operation, once again we need to check the dimension of the workpiece with the help of the vernier caliper. So you know very well that the least count of this vernier is 0.02 mm, right? So with the help of that vernier, we need to check that workpiece dimension. If workpiece dimension is more than the required dimension, again we have to follow the same procedure. Once again we are checking the dimension of the workpiece. Okay, now the workpiece diameter is as per our requirement. Now we have completed the turning operation in one side, so we have to perform the same procedure in other side, right? Because we need to do the turning operation for the entire length of the workpiece. Now we have completed the turning and facing operation for the other side also. So after completing this, we need to remove the workpiece from the chuck. So now you are watching, so this is that completed workpiece, right? So now we have to check that workpiece dimensions. So the length is 75 mm and diameter is 20 mm. So we have completed the machining operation.